Hello, Jigs and Ghouls. Nice to see you here again. I have to thank each and every one of you because we're more than 500 people right now. I think we're 512 people, but I'm sure by the time this video is up, probably 14 of you will have done subscribe, and I'll be a fool for celebrating 500 subscribers while not having 500 subscribers. I'm very certain that's my luck. That's my very rotten luck. Alright, so thank to each one of you for supporting this channel, for subscribing, for watching the videos, and I think it's time I give back. So I'm planning to do a giveaway, but before that, let's just get to some of the channel stuff, and I'm off script here, so I may be rambling. I'm very sorry for that, but what can I say? So I've got some plans. Now let's get to some reading updates, because I know a lot of you are waiting for videos about this book and I'm not delivering. Because you know what, I know that the Malazan read along is like 2 months per book, because Mike from Mike Book Reviews decided to speed up. You know what, I'm just not feeling like pushing myself to read the books, one book every 2 months. Okay, so I have been slacking with this one. I'm at the 400 page mark, so that means there will be a video, a deep dive about the first part of this book out of the 4 parts, maybe this week or the next one. But yes, I'm going to finish this book in June, and I think I'll do a book every 3 months. So that means that July, August and September is for House of Chains, because I really need the willpower to go through the first 100 pages of this book, and then I'll do Midnight Tides in October, November, December, which is fine because the books are getting chunkier, and that means I'll probably finish this series. I'll go to the Crippled God probably early spring of 2023. But since I'm doing videos for us, I read for those who have read the series, it's a good opportunity to catch up to some of the earlier books then, so it's alright, I guess. But yes, I said so in Why You Should Read Malazan Book of the Fallen, as well as What You Will Abandon Malazan, that they are tough reads. They're very good reads, but they're tough reads, okay? And a reason why I'm so behind is that I have found a new favorite series of sorts. I've been binge reading Cradle by Will White. I've read the first 5 books. I've reviewed 4 of them. There is a review for the 5th coming sometime soon. I don't know we'll be able to film it because the job is just insane at the moment, and I'm very busy with my job, with other pursuits, and I'm not quite sure if I can, cram in more reading time. I used to read a lot on commute, and since the virus that should not be named has hit us, I'm at home, I'm working from home, so I don't have the opportunity to read on commute or outside. So my reading is lagging behind, but I have really found Cradle and their books I can just binge read. And okay, book 5 took me some time. I mean, I crammed a bit of Malazan in between book 4 and 5, but I'll talk about in the review. And I don't think I'll read 6 right now, because yes, I'm not the guy who is binge reading series at all. I'm just, I need breaks in between series, and I've done almost 3 books in a row, and I'm not feeling quite good about this. I mean, reading the chunkier Malazan books like Reaper's Gale and All the Hounds, I had to take breaks in between the parts with smaller books as palate cleansers. So I'm one of those guys who have to read other stuff in between, cannot read big chunks, and I've read a big chunk of a very good series I do enjoy a lot, and I think in the break. So that's it. You have some ideas on what videos to expect. I've also scheduled to do a video about the young adult series called The Morganville Vampires, of which I've read the 3rd volume recently. I don't think you're much interested in this one, so yes, I'm just holding it back. And I think I have another. Oh yes, and I have to do a review for Our Lady in Darkness by Fritz Lieber, which I have to script someday because I'm very busy. So yeah, that's some of the books you should expect. and I'd love to hear your suggestions about what other topics you want to have to see. I mean, I'm not doing many writing videos because I'm not writing that much recently, but I hardly do writing videos. Maybe I'll do think pieces about writing when the time allows it, because I'm a bit cramped for time. So yes, I'd love your opinions, your suggestions, what you want to see more of, what you want to see less of. I'm thinking of starting a series of videos about horror movies, maybe do a video about a horror movie every week. I think of calling this Friday Night Frights, from Friday Night Lights, but I won't start immediately because I want to build some videos, some review videos before starting it. So if you're interested in this, tell me your opinion. If you don't want to see this, say so, because I'll appreciate this. Yeah, because you're the viewers. You decide what you want to see more of. Also, I'm thinking of I'm getting old, and I'm getting a bit nostalgic about what started me with fantasy fiction of that. So I've decided to do another read because this one's going great. So why not another? All right, I'm thinking of doing a read of Elric of MELNIBONE, and yeah, I've got two different editions and a whole video about why those two books are matched and why the Elric books are weird. But I'm planning to read each of the 6 first books of the Elric saga, and of course, if you want to read along, you're invited, and you can get to read the Elric books if you wanted to, because they're a ton of fun. And I'm not reading each and every Elric book. So this is what I'll do. On June, I'll read the first novel, Elric of MELNIBONE, which is the origin story of how Elric gets to get Stormbringer. Then on July, I'm doing SALLOR's Athesis of Fate, which is a novel too. And I know I've skipped the Fortress of the Pearl, which I'm not rereading, but in August, feel free to read it if you plan to follow along and see how it goes, and if you like it or not. Personally, I did not like this story. It was written much later in the Elric saga, and I'm not sure if the internal chronology is SALLOR's first, then Pearl, or the other way. The way I see it here, it's the Fortress of the Pearl first and the SALLOR second, but the SALLOR was written years and years before Fortress, so you're not getting spoiled. Alright, thing is, I don't know if I'll be able to do videos on August. That's the slack month for you to read something I'm not interested in. In September, I'm reading the book known as The Weird of the White Wolf, which I'm not quite sure how it's published in English, in which book it is, but yeah, it's 3 stories: The Dreaming City, While the Gods Laugh, and The Singing Citadel, which I'm reading, and yes, they're here, so I'm good. The book I'm going to read in October is called The Sleeping Sorceress, which I don't have. I have ordered it a month ago, so if I'm lucky, I'll have it by October. What can I say? This happens. On November, I'm getting to The Stealer of Souls, which is a collection of short stories again. And finally, on December, I'm reading Stormbringer, which is one of my favorite fantasy books of all time. And yeah, definitely looking forward to it. If you are following along, feel free to read the other trilogy that Michael Moorcock wrote in 2022. Alright, because there are 3 books: The Dream Thief's Daughter, The Scaling Tree, and Son of the White Wolf. I'm not reading this one because really the final book, I like The Dream Thief's Daughter a lot, but it crosses over with the other books, like the Von Beck books, so it'll be a bit confusing if we do a read along. And also, The final book, Son of the White Wolf, ruined my will to read Mortal Champion with the way it ended. So yes, I'm not reading these books, it's not fun for me. And also there is the Revenge of the Rose story, which I may or may have not read yet, but I don't have it here, and I'm not sure if I want to read it or read it for the first time. I don't know, but maybe I'll do that on January. It's somewhere between Steel of Souls and Stormbringer, I believe. So yes, I'm just doing the 6 original books from the 60s, not the books you wrote later. Okay, so yes, that's the Elric read along, and feel free to tag along. Yes, I just uploaded this video just before I started, but whatever. I'm just doing it and putting the videos out of reading these books, and if you want to come along and read them together, it'll be fun. I'll aim to do these videos towards the end of every month, but I'll have a more concrete schedule later in June, alright? Finally, for the giveaway, just leave a comment and you're already in the lot, okay? I'm doing an ebook for the simple reason because I'm not able to post a book to you because I have to pay in kidneys. Yeah, don't want to order a book for you and yada yada. So what I'm going to do is I'll do a lottery next Monday, June 7th. Everybody who commented is automatically put in the lot, and the winner gets a copy of the first 3 books of Cradle by Will White, a series I do love, and I really want to give somebody else the opportunity to read it. So I'm doing the first 3 books. Cradle Foundation, as always, thank you for supporting this channel. Would love to hear your opinions about what you want to see, or in suggestions in topics you want broached, and I'll see you soon. Thank you for watching.